Joining me now for a Yahoo Finance video exclusive is Bob Lord, IBM's Chief Digital Officer. Bob, good to see you here. I know that this partnership is going to help Siemens build out its edge computing footprint, but explain for us how it changes the game for manufacturers right on the factory floor.
Yeah, so Alexis, thanks for having me on board. And this is a really, really important pivot here. Manufacturers generate more than 22 terabytes of data a month, and less than 1% of that data is actually used for real-time action and decision-making, even though that's where the greatest need is. That data exists across edge devices like equipment and a mix of public and private clouds, and it's really it's all over the map, and you only can pull the data at the end and then try to act on it after. We're collaborating with Siemens and Red Hat to apply our hybrid cloud approach to provide an open and secure way where manufacturers can access that data, reveal it in real time, and make operational decisions no matter where it resides. And that's part of where MindSphere is going to be on a platform, using Kubernetes and containers as a vehicle to do that. So it's a really exciting opportunity.
And I know that you are part of your job is to accelerate the ecosystem of IBM partners. And during this pandemic, you really pulled off quite the feat because you built out a new team. You're calling it IBM Hybrid Cloud Build Team. Tell us what it's all about. I know right now all of you are working virtually. And what's sort of the mission of the team?
Yeah, so part of creating an ecosystem like this is not only having a partner like Siemens, but it's helping them activate on that technology with their customers. So what we did create was we created a hybrid build team that virtually operates to help clients adopt that technology within their own environment and gives them the training and gives them the expertise that they need to adopt that platform. It's $1 trillion hybrid cloud market opportunity that we're going after. And the only way that we're going to actually tap into our lion's share of that market is if we activate the ecosystem like the partnerships we have with Siemens. We're also working with global systems integrators, where they're taking our hybrid cloud platform and they're activating it with their clients. So the idea of the hybrid cloud team is to provide them with the skills and expertise to take this modern-based technology of Kubernetes and containers and bring it to their clients at scale.
Now, I know that you were actually a client of IBM as CEO of Razorfish in your previous life, Bob. How does that experience inform your role as you head up this ecosystem initiative?
Yeah, you know me a little too well, but when I was the global CEO of Razorfish, we had the opportunity to grow our business in the commerce sector probably 30 or 40% a year. And the basis of that was actually pulling out the IBM WebSphere platform at that time. That was, in the early 2000s. But I would take IBM's platform and I would bring it out to my clients. I would provide services around that platform to set up commerce systems, and I would grow my business and IBM would grow theirs. We're in that same exact position. I just happen to be on the other side of it, where I'm providing a platform to ecosystem partners like a Tech Mahindra or an Adobe or a Deloitte, where they're actually taking our platform and then they're growing it with their clients. So it's a really great position for me to be on the other side, because I know the pain that our ecosystem partners have and what they need access to. So this hybrid cloud build team is one of those things, as well as funding and as well as helping them train their own technologists so they know what to do with our technology.
Why do you think the industrial sector on a whole here, I mean, I'm using a broad stroke brush here, but why has the industry on a whole been slow to adopt digital transformation, do you think? What are some of the headwinds there?
Yeah, well, there's really two things. Number one is the data is hard to access. Like I said before, the amount of data that's being created on an ongoing basis, on a monthly basis, is just overwhelming for anybody. And there's really been no great strategy about how you actually collate that data. But once you have the data, then you want to be able to access. So the barrier of how you figure out how to collate it in a hybrid cloud environment is an answer. New technologies like containers and Kubernetes, which is what Red Hat OpenShift is based on, allows us to put data in containers and manage those containers better than anything before. So that access allows us. Also, people were fearful of putting their data in public clouds. They wanted to make sure that their data was secure. And in a hybrid cloud environment, you can actually use secure on-prem locations for that data, but leverage the power of the public cloud when is necessary. So it's not an either or situation, it's both. You're protecting your data, but you're also leveraging the power of a public cloud environment, which a lot of people like the flexibility of.
Well, I'll tell you, you laid it out, $1 trillion market, so there's a lot of upside there. We'll be watching. Bob Lord, IBM's Chief Digital Officer, thanks so much. Have a good weekend.